infectious smile and laugh, which was almost a giggle, and a presence that would saturate any room she walked into. Lauren not only touched, but was an important part of the lives of so many different people. But to really understand Lauren, you have to gain a little insight into her family, because family was everything to Lauren. The Manassos moved in across the street in the late 70s. Lauren's parents and my parents were both from New York, so they had that in common. Allie was still in diapers, but chatting away with great confidence at an early age. Even if all her words were not fully formed, she had a lot to say. My dad liked to call her Allie Oop Oop Chatterbox, which was perfect. John was a precocious young man, a sports and Star Wars fanatic, and Lauren was my age.
I agree with him. I am sports and Star Wars fanatic too.
I do. I'm the sports of the team captain.
My earliest recollection of Lauren was her beautiful smile, her laugh, and how friendly she was. They had a dog named Nippy that was a little high-strung, but lovable. We all quickly connected and became friends. Hey, behave, please. The neighborhood association was called the OPA, which had 4 P's of any good neighborhood.
Stop it. I was talking.
If I have to stop again.
I don't like being like.
Okay, stop. Let go. Please. No.
Maddie, can you please stop?
Hands to your side,
I
please.
don't want to be hot.
How about you hug me? Can you hug me?
Mom, I really just wanted her to sit still. Okay. The 4 P's of any good neighborhood association: picnics, parades, parties, and progressive dinners. And of course, there was the epic flashlight tag matches, with which Mary Beth reminded us about. We would sometimes joke about the OPA, but it was really a fantastic neighborhood with great people that cared for each other and did fun things. It was an amazing place to grow up as a kid in the 70s and 80s. Mrs. Manasso is an amazing cook. I mean, really amazing. Lauren and Allie share her beautiful smile and infectious laugh. Mr. Manasso is loved and respected by his kids. Lauren adored him. At times, of course, growing up he had to be the authoritarian, but the kids got away with a lot, as I think they knew he secretly deep down had a big soft spot for all of them. They also had a really amazing authentic jukebox. I have such fond memories of going over their house for various gatherings. They often had relatives over, including grandparents, cousins, and other family members. A big, beautiful Italian family. Sometimes the gatherings were a little crazy, perfectly normal for a young family, but it was just awesome. In a typical visit, you might encounter Mrs. Manasso working furiously in the kitchen with her head in the oven. The house would smell amazing from her Italian cooking. She balanced this with her interacting with family and friends, and you could hear her laugh permeate the house. John walking around with a Star Wars stormtrooper helmet on and a lightsaber reciting baseball statistics that would put Rain Man to shame. Gypsies and Thieves by Sonny and Cher blaring on the jukebox. Mr. Manasso will be trying to socialize while controlling Nippy and looking for Allie, who managed to climb inside an Air New Zealand carry-on bag, almost fully zipping it up. And Lauren would be just taking it all in, happily helping care for Allie and John, which she loved to do, smiling, laughing, and interacting with everyone. Lauren had
That's where I get my
as her
laughing
mom
and
said, a certain grace about her, which she exhibited at a young age and carried through her life. My overriding memory was a home that just felt good. It smelled good, it was filled with laughter and family and love. As we got older, Lauren's love for friends and social interactions became clear as well. Lauren was one of those rare individuals who easily morphed into many social circles and was naturally friendly with lots of different people. Lauren was a consummate organizer, a class officer in high school and well beyond, including every one of our class reunions from number 5 to number 25. She would happily take on the stress and politics and help lead organizing those events. More recently, she had been the photographer at the Reed Family Charity Golf events. Not only was Lauren good at these things, but I think she also enjoyed it as it enabled her to interact and stay in contact with so many different people. And it's these events like these that helped to keep our group of high school and neighborhood friends so close over the decades. So many people, are you girls paying attention?
Yeah.
So many people have commented about what a unique bond our group has maintained over the years, and it's true. I believe Lauren was often the glue that helped keep people in contact. But anyone who knew Lauren also knew that that she was a bit of a fashionista. Lauren was an admitted shoe and handbag fanatic. I mean, serious fanatic. She loved high heels. At Kristen's bachelorette party, Kendall tried on Lauren's high heel shoes, and she instantly became much taller than Shelley. And Shelley is very tall. So Lauren was always impeccably dressed, although I'm sure she regrets some of the clothes and hairstyles of the 80s, which are now forever emblazoned on Facebook. But as much as Lauren liked to dress and accessorize, Gary rightfully pointed out that her best accessory was her smile. Lauren was also always on top of current trends, pop culture, and the first to embrace new technology. I think she signed up for Facebook and had a cell phone before most of us had an email address. And speaking of pop culture, when MTV first came out, Lori recalled, I am pretty sure Lauren managed to watch every episode of every show ever created. Kendall recalls Lauren teaching all the girls how to do the Macarena dance at Melanie's wedding. And if you were playing Trivia Pursuit, you simply had to have Lauren or Gary Maccheroni on your team, because if you didn't, forget it. You simply didn't have a chance.
I remember that.
It was a joke. Many of us are convinced the two of them are secretly either took Trivia Pursuit classes or dedicated hours to studying the questions and answers on the cards just to stay one step ahead of the other. I know Muchie will insist otherwise, but Lauren did truly have an incredible memory. Cheryl reminded me that back before cell phones, Lauren could rattle off anyone's home number from the tip of her tongue without blinking an eye. It's true. It was a bit scary, actually, but also very handy. But it didn't stop there. Lori recalled how Lauren had this uncanny ability, a superpower really, to instantly recognize who was driving behind you at night.
Which balloon did you have?
At night, by their headlights. You would have been driving around doing the Franklin Loop from McDonald's to the Mobil station by 495, and Lauren would look in the mirror and say, oh, pull over. You would say, why? And she would say, it's Sharon, or it's Muchie, or it's Timmy Nick. She could always recognize these cars and many more by their headlights, and she was always right. To this date, we have never met anyone else who can do that. But perhaps it was these keen perspective attributes that made Lauren so special as a friend to so many. Lauren was lots of things to lots of people. To me, Lauren was like the sister I never had. We had a certain bond. We might not see each other for long stretches of time, but when we did, we picked right back up where we left off, and it was always comfortable, never forced. You know, I'm going to stop there because this is really long, and we can read more.
It really is.
So, what I want is for Madeline, I want you to come say something wonderful about Auntie.
I'll do it.
Come over here.
Can I do it?
Come, wait.
Wait.
Juliana, please listen and.
She's great and happy. Every day she goes to, when she has to go to the bathroom, she has to. And sometimes when she really needs to see her sister and her friends and her family, she always sees her. And she always sees get her way. And she loves everyone in this whole town.
That's right. And what do you want to say, Juliana?
Well, I didn't know Lauren for that long. There's a ton of things that we wanted to do, but didn't have the time. But in my heart, we do have the time.
That's right.
She's probably looking down at us and crying. But, well, not really. The weather isn't raining.
But
All right. I want to say, Auntie, I love you and I miss you more every day. Does anyone else want to say anything?
I love you, Auntie, but I really want to hug you. I really want to hug
Okay,
you.
guys, ready? I'm going to let the balloons go.
I want to do it too.
Okay, we'll do it together.
Does
No, wait, they're all together, so we're just going to all hold them together. Ready? 1, 2,
Wait a minute! Wait for wind.
No.
Let's
1,
go.
2, 3, go!
Ooh, Lauren.
Oh, Juliana, she doesn't like yours.
No, that's mine.
Oh, Maddie.
Because there's two of them on there.
You know why, Maddie?
Way
You're
down.
too fresh.
No, it's because you put two pictures
All
on
right,
there.
we're going to do it this way.
Yeah.
No, because that's what the car.
There, now it's gone with the wish.
There.
Okay?
All
Now
right.
it went, Maddie.
I was going to give
That was
Auntie
nice.
something.